Good afternoon, friends. My name is Miss Courtney and I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. Today we are going on a safari. So I am so excited. We are actually going to take a rocket ship to our safari and we are going to be reading the book Giraffes Can't Dance, and we're going to see why this little giraffe thinks he can't dance, because Miss Courtney thinks everything can dance. His name is Gerald, so I'm excited to learn about that. This is not a live video. I am pre-recording today because there are so many presentations and different things that my kiddos are doing. I wanted to make sure that I got this video in so that I could at least post it to our page. And I'm gonna leave a surprise at the end of this class about where we will be going to next Wednesday. So you're gonna have to come back and join me, but I'm excited to go on a fun safari with you guys today. So the first thing I said, we have got to hop into our transportation. Now, normally dancers, we would probably take an airplane, but today we're gonna take a rocket ship. So we're gonna use our imaginations and we're gonna dance with our imaginations. Oops, wrong one. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get down on our feet and we're gonna get nice and settled to just go side to side, and our bodies are gonna pretend to move like the rocket ship. Now let's think, friends, what would we do if we went up into the air? Would we see a lot of clouds? Would we see a lot of birds? Get those wings going and bring them up. Keep them super, super straight. Excellent. Very good. Now really glide through the air, friends. And we can glide backwards. And keep flying with those airplane wings. Excellent. Let's come back far away as you can from Miss Courtney. Let's really lean forward and come up in the air. And let's land our airplanes. Arms out to the side. Excellent job, friends. Wonderful. We have landed, friends, and we have landed on a safari. And when we can go on a safari, we would normally probably land in Africa. And that would be so exciting. And I want us to pretend that we just landed our rocket ship and look around, friends, at what we might see. I bet we would see lots of different animals like monkeys and giraffes and elephants and lions. And we're gonna pretend to be all of those characters or those animals today. But first, we are gonna start with our monkeys. We are gonna start with a story about 5 monkeys and an alligator. And we're gonna dance that story. So I'm using music and it's 5 little monkeys, and what we're going to do is we're going to listen to it and we're going to dance that story out as we hear it. So let me grab that, and then I want you guys to be up on your feet. Or actually, we're going to be down here, and we're the alligator. So sorry. And I want us to pretend like we're getting the sun. We're up, really soaking up that sun. And he hears monkeys. He gets very mad. So he's going to stand up. They're going to be swinging. Mr. Alligator. Along comes Mr. Alligator. So Mr. Alligator comes. Really open our jaws. Swinging in the trees, teasing Mr. Alligator. All right, here comes our alligator. Along comes Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be. He's gonna open up his mouth. Big snap! How many monkeys? 3 little monkeys. God, let's do one bend. Teasing Mr. And tease our alligator. All right, here he comes. Along comes Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be. And here he opens up his big mouth. 2 little monkeys swinging in the tree. Bend those knees. Teasing Mr. Alligator. And side to side. Here comes Mr. Alligator. He's going to get in that water. Here comes Mr. Alligator, quiet as can be. Open up that mouth as big as you can. One little monkey swinging in right, here comes Mr. Alligator.
Quiet as can be.
Really big. No. That alligator is so full. Oh my goodness. Excellent job. So in that story, friends, not only were we the alligator with our great big jaw, but we were also pretending to be the monkeys, teasing the alligators swinging in the tree. So good job. You guys did a wonderful job at showing that story through our movement. That was amazing. All right, friends, it is time. We have one dance down. It is time for us to stretch out our bodies. So the first thing I want us to do is I want us to take our legs out to the side. And it almost looks like it's gonna rain here where I'm at my home in Baldwin City, but I don't know if it's gonna rain or not. Maybe it won't rain at your house, but we're gonna make it pretend rain inside of our homes. So take those arms and take them all. We're gonna make some rain sounds, and we can go even a little faster. Excellent. We can even make it go quiet again, and then bring those raindrops down. And I want you to really reach, and then take it out by your feet, tickles on your feet, and back to the middle, and all the way back. Now, when we do that, friends, we've talked about sometimes we see this beautiful arch in the sky full of colors called a rainbow. And that's what we're gonna pretend to put up in the sky, moving our body side to side. So I want us to reach over to one side of our body, and we're gonna start with the color red. Reach as far up as you can and say the word red, the color red, all the way over. Now we're gonna go ahead and put another color. The next color is gonna be yellow. Excellent, you guys. Now, I think we should go ahead and put the color orange up in our rainbow. And I know Miss Courtney would be in trouble with some of my students if I did not put pink sparkles in our rainbow. So here we go. Pink sparkles. Excellent. We're gonna finish our rainbow with Miss Courtney's favorite color. I wonder what your guys' favorite color. If you wanna put your favorite color up this time, then just shout it out. My favorite color is blue, so I'm gonna go ahead and put up blue and reach all the way over. Excellent job. We have made the most beautiful rainbow inside our homes. I know our families are going to enjoy it. All right, dancers and friends, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to pretend to make a safari pizza. And that's going to be so silly. So the first thing we're going to do when we do our safari pizza is we roll out our dough. And we're going to really roll out that dough as far as we can reach. Because we've got a lot of people to feed with this pizza, a lot of animals that we're gonna be feeding with this pizza. So I want you to decide which animal that you would see on the safari are you gonna make your pizza for. I'm gonna make mine for the monkeys because I feel bad for them that Mr. Alligator was being so mean, so I'm gonna make mine for the monkeys. I think the monkeys would like on their safari pizza peanut butter first. So I'm gonna put down peanut butter all over my crust. I think they will think it is delicious. I don't know that I would put it on a pizza that Miss Courtney would eat, but I think the monkeys would love it. The next thing I'm gonna put on there are bananas. Monkeys love bananas, so let's go ahead and drop some bananas. Make sure that we get all over our pizza, all the way over here too, dancers and friends. Excellent. And then I'm gonna sprinkle, just sprinkle, keeping my back super duper straight. Sprinkle some chocolate chips. Yummy. I would like the chocolate chips on the pizza. Excellent. Sprinkle as far out as you can get. Wonderful job, friends. We are gonna push this into our very pretend oven. Excellent. We listen for the sound. Beep, beep. We always ask for our adults' help. Miss Courtney is here with you today. Maybe you have an adult. They say it's okay. We're gonna take our tabletops up. We're gonna put our feet out front. Our hands go behind our bottoms, and we are gonna put up our tabletops on the count of 3 together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and eat your safari pizza. I bet it is so delicious. Keep eating. Go ahead and gently put our bottoms down on the ground. Shake out our hands. Excellent job. Miss Emily thinks I was eating something real, so she popped herself on over. Good job, friends. Excellent. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we talked about an alligator that was just being so silly with those 5 monkeys. We're gonna do another dance about a crocodile, and we are gonna start up on our feet. We are gonna use 3 things in our crocodile rock dance today that I want us to really go over. We're gonna use plie, meaning to bend our knees. We're going to use releve, meaning to rise up in the air. And we're going to use tendu, which means to stretch. So if we stand up on our feet and we put our feet together, we're just going to be parallel today. We would plie, bend our knees. We would releve, rise up in the air. And we would tendu, stretch our legs out in front of us. Excellent. These are 3 very important dance steps that we need today on our safari. Because when we become those giraffes, we need to rise up in the air because giraffes are so tall and long. And when we plie, we can think about what we would need. When we plie, we would be able to jump up in the air like a monkey. And when we tendu, stretch, maybe we can even pretend that our legs are our giraffe necks, stretching to get a drink of water or some leaves up in the tree. We don't know. All right, so the first thing I want us to do is stand up, and we're just gonna follow Miss Courtney on this one. Starting with our hands on our hips, feet together. Excellent, get all of our shakes out, right? Standing up nice and tall. And we're gonna begin with plie and up. Do that again, plie and up. 2 more times, plie, up, last one. Now I want you to jump out, bend those knees and jump. Shake those arms. Excellent. Now I want us to march, keep your arms march in a circle. Excellent. We're gonna twist our bottoms down to the ground. Excellent. All right, friends, we're gonna twist our bodies up in the air. Hands are gonna go back onto our hips and releve up in the air and come down. Releve and down. Releve, down. Last one. Big jump, bend those knees, plie, jump. Arms. Excellent. We're gonna shake our arms over this way, friends. And over this way. And up in the air. We're gonna put them on our hips and tendu. Bring it back. Excellent. Stretch. Bring it back. Do that again, friends. Stretch. Bring it back. We're gonna stay here with our tendus, but they're gonna look different. They're gonna go this direction. And back. Excellent. This one. Bring it back. 2 more, 1 more here. Now 1 more on this side, friends. Excellent. Plie, jump out. Shake those hands. Yes, we've got this. And we're gonna march in a circle. Keep those arms going, friends. Excellent. Twist down to the floor. Excellent. Make sure that bottom is moving. All right, we gotta twist our bodies back up. Excellent. Hands go back on our hips. Plie. Now releve, up in the air. Do that again, plie. Now releve. Excellent. Tendu to the front. Bring it back. Other side. Fantastic. Excellent. Out to the side with our tendu stretches. Bring it back. Bring it back. 1 more on this side. And 1 more on this side. Plie. Big jump. Excellent. You guys are fantastic. You know this so well. March and turn. Twist those bottoms down to the floor. Stay down here. And we're going to twist ourselves back up, friends. Excellent. Jump out. We're going to go this way. And Twist ourselves back up. Excellent, friends. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Excellent, you guys were fabulous. That was a fun crocodile rock song. Excellent. All right, dancers, it is time for us to go ahead. I'm gonna get our book. This is Giraffes Can't Dance, and we are gonna read our book. So get comfortable. You can sit down on the floor. If you wanna stand, that's fine too. But we are gonna help Gerald the giraffe and find out why he thinks he cannot dance. So, giraffes can't dance. All right, here we go, friends. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim. But his knees were awfully bandy, and his legs were rather thin. Oh, poor Gerald. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees. But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Poor Gerald. He even fell. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance, even the zebras. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. I think he can still dance. The warthog started waltzing. Whoops. Go. And the rhinos rocked and rolled. The lions danced a tango, which was elegant and bold. Silly lions. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor. But the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. Not very nice of those lions. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all laughed. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, don't be daft. Oh, look at his face, poor Gerald. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. Go to the other page. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. And that is not a good feeling, is it, friends? Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on. But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. I knew it. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. I love that. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles in the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swinging round. Look at Gerald go. Excellent. That's wonderful, Gerald. He threw his arms out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Yay, Gerald! Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I'm dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. Yay! Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. I couldn't read that upside down. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we have ever seen." They all are watching him. He is a good dancer. Yes, he just needed to find his music. "How is it you can dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twizzled around and finished with a bow. Just like we do, friends. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." And that is so true. I knew Gerald would find a way to be an amazing dancer. So yay for Gerald. He just needed to find the right music that spoke to him. And that happens to us a lot, dancers. We just feel a certain song, we hear a certain song, and we just have to move. And that is amazing. I love that message. So dancers, we are going to pretend to be those animals, some of those animals in that book. And we are going to dance around how we think they would dance. So the first one, we're going to start, since we're sitting, we're going to be down on our stomachs. We are going to pretend to be a snake, dancers. So what I want us to do is go ahead and go down on our stomachs. I'm trying to find my music. We'll go with this one.
Mr. Sun.
There we go. Oh, I don't know if we can hear. All right, we are going to slither around. Now, dancers, when we are together, remember Miss Courtney has us point our snake tails, and I want us to really work on that. We're not going to do our snake crawls too much because it's kind of hard to do on video, but slither around with Miss Courtney. Excellent. And make sure you're making that snake sound with me, dancers and friends. Keep slithering around. Excellent. Now I want us to hop up onto our feet, and we are going to be elephants. Elephants are big animals, so they are not quiet on their feet. They are loud. They are going to march around. Now elephants have big trunks and little tails behind them, so sway your trunk and maybe make a elephant sound. Excellent. And they sway, they dance with their trunks, don't they, when they move? Good. Maybe their tail can make circles. Maybe their trunk can make circles. Excellent. All right, dancers, let's do, how about our monkeys? We did a monkey dance earlier, and they were swinging and swaying from the branches. So let's pretend to swing and sway from the branches and the trees, limb on limb, just like a monkey, and they would say, woo, woo, woo. Right, dancers? Excellent. The last animal we are pretending to be today is, just like Gerald, a giraffe. Now, when we do this, Emily, come down. Miss Emily wants to be a giraffe. I don't know what her deal is. All right, Emily. Oh, she sees a spider. That's what she's doing. All right. And she's got it. Okay, so I am so sorry. So we are going to be giraffes. Giraffes are very tall. They're up on their feet. We are going to take our arms and pretend that these are a giraffe mouths. So I want us to walk around giraffes, tall, long necks. And I want us to pretend, and let's pretend that this is a tree. We're going to eat all of its leaves. Eat all of those leaves. And let's come over here. Giraffes. And let's pretend right here's another tree. Stay up on our feet and eat all of our leaves. Chomp, 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 chomp. Excellent. Very good. Let's get this tree over here. One more tree for me, giraffes. And eat all of those leaves. They're yummy, they're fresh, they're green, and they're gonna help our bodies have energy. And let's come down, you guys. Wonderful, wonderful job. Excellent. I am so proud of you guys today. We have done our plie, we have done releve, tendu, and we are going to get ready to say goodbye. But before we say goodbye today, I want us to talk about where we're gonna go next week. And next week, we are going to get into another rocket ship, but we are gonna go up into outer space. So I thought it would be fun for our last dance activity before we say goodbye to do our rocket ship dance together. So to do this, we start on our feet and our hands are on the floor. We're gonna pretend like we are in a rocket ship and we're gonna go to different planets. Dancers, just dance with me, have lots of fun. We're gonna count from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, big! Excellent, let's do it again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. All right, skip. We're gonna skip in our spot. We're gonna go on the sun, dancers. When we are on the sun, we get to spin. We're gonna put our hands down and just gently turn around. Excellent. And we can even turn the other direction. Woo, but we don't want to get dizzy, dancers and friends. Keep turning, spinning. And in our rocket ship, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, big jump, blast off. Let's do it again, friends. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. And we're gonna skip all around the planets. Listen to where we're going. We're on the moon. Oh, how fun. I bet that would be so neat. What do we do on the moon? We can go dance. Any way we want to dance. Excellent, dancers. Let's get into our rocket ships. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. And again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. And skip. Excellent. We're on the stars. This one's my favorite. We get to jump from star to star. Here we go. Yay! We're jumping from star to star. So good, friends. All right, into our rocket ships we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. Let's do it again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. And skip. Oh, friends, I said the stars were fun, my favorite, but I think Earth is my favorite. It's our home. I get to rest. Whew. Oh, that's nice. I think we should go on another adventure. Let's get into our rocket ships. Here we go from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, big blast off! Excellent job. You guys, whoops. So good on our rocket ships. You guys are amazing. I've had so much fun with you today, and I can't wait to see you back next week for our space adventure, space dance adventure. We are gonna say goodbye to each other, and we're gonna do it using our plie, our releve, and our tendu. And just like Gerald, the giraffe did, always taking a bow. So let's pop up on our feet, friends. Now this time, I do want us to take our feet and open up our books. When we open up our book, we are standing in, you've guessed it, first position. Here we go, friends. Plie, plie, releve, releve, tendu, tendu, turn around, and goodbye to you, friends. Let's go ahead and take, our bow, just like that. We can also take one hand in front, one arm in back, and take a bow just like that. Give each other and yourselves a clap. You guys have a fabulous Wednesday, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, friends.